She's a pop music powerhouse and the reigning queen of reinvention. She's the world's top trend maker and a massive mainstream sex symbol. She's been hurt by love, ravaged by critics, and stung by a never-ending storm of controversy. So the question is, how did this precocious dance performer explode from small-town obscurity to become one of the biggest musical sensations the world has ever known? Madonna was born to be.
My mother always wanted me to be a lawyer.
A doctor.
An architect like my father.
My dad insisted on medical school.
I was always expected to be a part of the family business.
A bank manager.
But
I was born to be.
Madonna's road to a lifetime of pop dominance began here in Pontiac, Michigan. Born Madonna Louise Ciccone to an Italian-American Chrysler engineer father and a French-Canadian homemaker mother, Madonna's early years were well removed from the bright lights of the world stage.
I've always had this kind of strange, unexplainable drive.
Growing up in a Catholic family of 6 children, Madonna struggled to find a unique voice.
When you're from a big family, everybody's really competitive with each other. So aside from just screaming really loud and doing things that got me attention, we would all get in various kinds of trouble to get my father's attention. I wanted to be the envy of my brothers and sisters.
But her battle with family obscurity would quickly fade with an unforeseen and tragic personal development. At the age of 5, Madonna's mother passed away from breast cancer. The death dealt a horrific blow to the family and would forever impact Madonna's approach to life, love, and career.
So when I was younger, my mother died, then my uncle died, and then my grandfather died. It seemed like everyone was dying all the time. So death was this kind of obsession, strange obsession that I had because it was so mysterious. And it always took away the people that I loved.
My mother's death was a very traumatic experience.
Instead of looking at it, thinking about my mother's death and feeling sorry for myself and thinking of myself as a victim and, oh, I've lost out on so many incredible experiences, I've tried to turn it around and say, probably if she did live, I would have had an entirely different life and a different experience. So I turned a negative into a positive.
The young dance enthusiast quickly proved to be a talented ballerina, and within months was performing in dance recitals. Dance had become her passion, her driving force, and most importantly, her dream for the future. As a straight-A student at Adams High School, Madonna spent most of her time either studying or furthering her dance talents by rehearsing with the school's cheerleading squad.
I didn't like the people I went to school with.
I guess deep down inside, I've always felt like a bit of an outsider.
That's probably what gave me my initial charge out into the world.
In 1976, Madonna was offered a dance scholarship to the University of Michigan.
And I really couldn't wait to leave.
It was a chance to pursue dance at its highest scholastic form and an opportunity to convert her life's passion into a long-term vocation.
But I didn't have anyone around me when I was growing up really saying that this is what I should do. I did it on my own.
But after 2 years of study at the University of Michigan, Madonna's talents had proven too big and too promising to ignore the call of the professional stage. With the support of her dance teacher, Madonna left school to pursue a dance career in New York City. It was a big move for the sheltered small-towner and a risk that could have left her with nothing.
Basically, it was just a young girl from the middle of nowhere who had to struggle and survive.
True to her nature, Madonna quickly entrenched herself within New York's elite modern dance community, training with the legendary Martha Graham and performing with the illustrious Alvin Ailey and Walter Nick's dance companies.
Originally, when I went to New York, my very first dream was to get into the Alvin Ailey Dance Company. And I literally went there and had no money and no place to stay and no friends the day before the audition. So it was a pretty ballsy move.
But it was a tour with a French disco star by the name of Patrick Hernandez that would forever shift Madonna's course. After performing as a backup dancer on the Pop Stars World Tour, Madonna quickly found herself yearning to make the move to center stage. It was the beginning of a promising future for the aspiring dance pop sensation and the start of a storied climb to the forefront of the world stage. When we come back, Madonna shoots for the stars and finds trouble at every turn. Watch as Madonna becomes the queen of reinvention and forever changes the world in the process. As Born to Be continues.
She's fantastic. I knew she'd be a star. She could be great. She could be a major star. She is a star.
Madonna had exploded from small-town dance prodigy to incomparable pop star and sex siren. But true to her nature, the go-getting and determined chanteuse was relentless in her drive to break free from the past. Madonna's unyielding passion to achieve had elevated her to the upper echelons of New York's dance music scene. In 1982, the electrifying songstress inked her first record deal and quickly set to work recording her debut outing. In 1983, Madonna officially launched her assault on contemporary pop culture by releasing her self-titled debut album. While songs like Holiday, Borderline, and Lucky Star received moderate to heavy rotation on pop radio, sales of the album were less than stellar. But Madonna must have had a lucky star of her own in the wings. An all-new cable station named MTV had recently hit the airwaves. Madonna was a perfect fit. MTV blasted Madonna's playful